Parshat Bo is the dramatic parsha which details for us the Yetziat Mitzrayim, the exodus from Egypt. There's a lot to talk about when we talk about the Yetziat Mitzrayim, the Korban Pesach, that fateful night of the Makas Bechorot, the death of the firstborn. Jewish people are observing the first Pesach, and finally, Klal Yisrael leave Be'etzem Hayom Hazeh. In this description, there is a very, very fascinating pasuk. A pasuk that perhaps at first glance we don't give much attention to, but as we will see, this pasuk is so fundamental and reveals for us so many of the most fundamental ideas in Yiddishkeit hidden in just a few words, and if we don't pay close enough attention, we may even miss it. In Parak Yud Gimel, in the 13th chapter, the Chumash tells us that Moshe said to the people, "Remember this day on which you departed from Egypt, from the house of bondage. With a strong hand, Hashem removed you from here, and therefore chametz may not be eaten." And here's the key pasuk, Parak Yud Gimel, pasuk Dalet. Hayom atem yotzim b'chodesh aviv. Today you are leaving in the month of springtime. It's a very fascinating pasuk. Today you are leaving. Hayom atem yotzim. It's written in the present tense. Today you are leaving, as if every day you are leaving. It should be today you have left. Today is marked the time that you have left. B'chodesh aviv, in the month of springtime. Why is it so important to know that we left during the time of springtime? Why does the Chumash tell us this detail? And what's even more fascinating, my friends, is when we take a look at Parshat Kitisa in 1b, when it talks about the festival of Pesach, it says, "You shall observe the festival of matzos. For a 7-day period you shall eat matzos as I commanded you, at the appointed time in the month of spring. For in the month of spring you went forth from Egypt." In one pasuk twice, we have again the fact that we left B'chodesh Aviv, in the month of spring. 1c, Parshat Re'eh. "You shall observe the month of springtime, Shamor Chodesh Aviv, and perform the Pesach offering for Hashem your God. For in the month of springtime, Hashem your God took you out of Egypt at night." Again, twice the mention of leaving B'chodesh Aviv. My friends, this must beg the question, what is it about leaving B'chodesh Aviv that the Chumash has to mention this so many times over and over again? And this, in fact, the Sam Derek's question in source 5. Maya mashmut sheratzta Torah lelamdenu b'tzivui yuchad lishmor ulakpid kol shana v'shana shechag haPesach yitzei b'tkufat Chag Aviv. Obviously, Shamor Chodesh Aviv is an injunction for us to ensure that Pesach comes every year during the springtime. Why is that so important? Why is this so fundamental? What is the connection between springtime and Pesach? And we know, as Rav Hirsch points out in source 4, remembering that the redemption occurred in Chodesh Aviv is so important that next to Kiddush HaChodesh, it forms a second factor in regulating our yearly calendar. Whereas the sanctification of the month depends on the course of the moon, the recurrence of spring depends on the course of the sun. Hence, precautions have to be taken so that the day of redemption, the 15th of Nisan, should fall out at the beginning of spring. Shamor Chodesh Aviv, this is the institution of Ibor Shana, the leap year, which equalizes the lunar year with the solar year. And the question is, what is its significance? I'd like to, Mirz Hashem, today, my friends, take a look at 3 ideas that we can learn from the Chodesh Aviv, making sure that we remember that we left in the time of the springtime. And as I mentioned, each and every one of these ideas is fundamental in Yiddishkeit, in our relationship with Hashem, and it is amazing how one idea can unleash so many beautiful fundamental ideas and obviously lessons for our lives. Let's begin with Rashi. The English Rashi is quoted, it's referred to in source 2. The Hebrew Rashi is in the middle of source 11. I'll do the Hebrew, you can follow along in either one. V'chi lo hayinu yodim ve'ez chodesh yatzu. Would we not know when they left? If it's Nisan time, would I not know it's the Aviv, it's the springtime? Why does the Chumash tell me this specifically? Elokach amar lahem, but rather this is what Hashem said to them. Ru'u chesed shigmalchem, see the kindness that I have done to you, the love that I've expressed to you. Shotzi etchem b'chodesh shu kasher latzeit, that I took you out in a beautiful month to leave. Lo chama v'lo tzina, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. V'lo kshamim, it's not raining. V'chein hu omer, it's a pasuk in Tehillim says, Motzi asirim b'kosherot, I took out the asirim, the prisoners, b'kosherot, b'chodesh shu kasher latzeit, the month that's appropriate, the month that's comfortable to leave. So Rashi explains to us, why do I need to know that Hashem took us out in the springtime? Because this is the month which is the most pleasant to walk weather-wise. And this shows Hashem's love for us. The Rebbeinu B'chaye, in source number 3, quotes another version of the Medrash, B'kosharot. Read it, not B'kosharot, Ella, the asterisk in 3, Bechi v'shurot. I took you out in the month